Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, episode 172.
72, Syd.
And we're back, and
it's a big one.
We have some big stuff to show you. We're not going to show too much in the way of model kits because nothing new has come today. However, I will be talking about the Double X. Yeah, I'm not completed it, but I'm actually going to show some stuff on the show, some assembly stuff. I thought it was pretty cool.
I'm going to be chatting about the Titanfall. The PlayArts Kai, sorry.
Okay, and I'm also going to be talking about the latest Gundam Figuration.
So we got
Banshee Norn.
Action figures. What would you call these?
Well, yeah, I would call them action figures or highly collectible figures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
pricey.
What? That means they're super awesome, as we're going to show you.
Yes.
So why don't you go first?
Okay. Well, give me a second just to open this guy up.
Yeah, he's pretty big. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, here we have the Titanfall Atlas from PlayArts Kai. I have played this game a lot, so I was so excited to pop this guy out of the box.
Finally be in control, right?
And actually have a play with him, and not in the game world.
Yeah.
The Atlas is actually kind of the, he's not the tank, he's not the super quick guy. He's kind of just a good all-round,
okay. The well-balanced guy.
Yeah, so he's well-balanced. I don't know how much people know about Titanfall, but you basically run around and then, a few minutes into the game, your Titanfall drops.
If you shoot enough non-control, human-controlled things?
Yeah, well, it happens after a certain amount of time anyway.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that's when the game gets super exciting. It's a fun game. It's so underrated. Sadly, there's not that many people on the servers anymore. Please get on PC so I can...
Ryan wants to play.
Well, I got on the other day, and it was just like elite people. Yeah. And I was just crushed.
The people who love the game play it non-stop. Yeah, they'll never leave. It's just like any game that's old, a year, 2 years.
It's not that old, but yeah. But let me talk about this guy. So I will show his articulation.
Yes, please.
So as you can see, he has like super articulation in his arms.
It's pretty
tons
firm
of joints.
too,
yeah, the joints, you can hear them snapping as you move them around. Like they really pop. Like they move forward like that as well.
Oh, okay.
If you can see.
Oh,
right
yeah,
there. So so yeah, he has a lot of movement, which is really cool. I love that clicking sound.
Yeah.
Actually, I love the smell.
Nothing like that petroleum smell.
He also has very good movement in his legs. Also, what I found interesting, so he has like a knee joint here, but he also has a joint here.
Oh, okay.
So he can do this like
mid-leg.
crazy.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I haven't really had enough time to play with him to get like crazy poses happening. But yeah, he can do his. I just been shot.
That's right.
I'm going down.
Going down. Get out of the mech.
Hey, look at that. And he's standing. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He's also got his like praying. Like, please God, I'm a bad droid.
Just a suit, man.
He does open up. Let me pop him open. You don't get a pilot for inside of here though.
Oh, okay.
Which is a shame, but that's my favorite part of the game is when you get this guy, you jump inside, and then you're like, yeah, time to kill. And you also get, I can't remember the names. What are they called again?
Brain fart.
Yeah.
Just one of the suit pilots, right?
Yeah, but there's a special name. I think it is just the pilot. Very hard to kill because I think in the game they only have like 12-player matches. Yeah. So there's a lot of like NPCs running around, so it's easy to kill them. Yeah. Killing pilots is tough. But what I particularly like, and actually this is one of the things in the game, is the pilots can actually hang on. Yeah. To the suit, but also they can jump on other mech suits and like blow them up. Yeah. So it'll say to you like, it's a pilot on you, and you got to shoot out your electric smoke and kill him. Nice. But yeah, but I love the detail in the pilot.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. And also in the suit. But let's talk about weaponry.
Yeah, that's what it's all about in FPS games.
Well, actually, sorry, these are his regular hands. I'm going to pull off the pilot here. So these are his regular hands. You can pop them off, or one of them off. And you get a different hand here. I don't know, can you see it?
Yep, we got it.
And the thumb can actually move, so you can actually get your weapons in here. But just so I get the name completely right of this weapon, there are a number of weapons in the game. This is the plasma railgun.
Look at the size of it.
Yeah, it's massive. And in the game, it's like a sniper rifle, so you can't shoot it a lot. Oh, but when you do shoot it, but you know, as it's reloading, you're dead because somebody spotted you and killed you. Normally, I put the hand on the gun first.
Good thing that the hand's like somewhat flexible. The plastic is flexible enough you can get around that handle.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the thumb is very flexible. I don't want to break this guy. Ugh. There we go.
Looks good to me.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. And then, you know, there we go. Big gun.
It's like a 9 Inch Nails song. Big man with a big gun.
I like his feet. It's like that claw style feet.
Yeah.
Just as you'd imagine, like if they want stability.
Mm-hmm.
But very sexy gun. There is a secondary gun as well, which is your rail gun, which is this guy over here. So the plasma rifle is more for taking down other mech.
Yeah.
This is more for just taking out other players, like
okay.
pilots and grunts who run around.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, and you do get a base, which you have to assemble yourself.
Oh, okay. So if you want to get some crazy poses, you can still kind of stand them up with that thing.
Yeah. So this is how it works. I mean, it is runners that you just cut out and then assemble. But yeah, you can like get some height if you want to do some crazy stuff on there. Or else if you just want to wrap it around his waist.
Yeah.
And I'll see if this is the right height. Maybe it's around here. And now you can just stand him on his base. And just put the pincers around him. And then
there you go.
He's relatively stable. I haven't had enough time to play with the base and setting him up, but
I love the gun.
Yeah, that gun is. I mean, I don't know if I'll play with this guy a lot. I think I'll just put him in a position I like and then just stare at him and then want to play the game.
It's a good thing about like these figures these days. Like just you get enough enjoyment just looking at them sometimes.
Yeah, and I think this is why, like, I would buy this kind of figure.
Yeah.
Because there's not with my skill, I couldn't make this. But someone has gone ahead and done that.
Well, when it comes to the design of these characters and suits and stuff like this in games like that, like now with the resolution we have on televisions and computer monitors and everything else, you can put a lot of detail onto the characters in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, while you're running around shooting people, you still can pick out those details.
Yeah.
But there's some things you are not able to see. But when you get a static, actual 3D figure sitting in front of you on the table like this, you can actually appreciate just all the detail that's gone into the designing of this kit. Or this
it was in the game. I never have like
figure.
5 or 10 minutes. I should just stare at the mech. Normally it's trying to kill me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking at this, just the amount of detail that they've gone into making this.
Yeah.
I'll probably put this next to my computer and play Titanfall and go, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah.
Will you knock it off when you rage?
Yeah, I'll throw it against them. Damn you! So Syd.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I can
It's
see.
big.
Even the Double X is like overwhelmed.
Yeah, he's like, you're talking to me?
It's like, whoa, look at
Talking
that
to
size of that thing.
Yeah.
And I'm the Double X.
Yeah, I ate you for lunch.
Yeah. I love the detail like in the figure and the clothing and
yeah,
stuff like that.
It's nuts. But Syd, do you want to talk about the MG
I got a
next?
couple things to talk about, but I do want to talk about the MG next before I break open my figure here. I'm going to talk about the gimmicks such as the radiator plates and the arms and the legs, and we're actually going to do a little bit of assembly here so people can see how they go together. And then probably will be next week when I have the whole thing assembled, and we'll go into detail about that once it's done. So just let me get my parts ready.
Sweet.
All right, here's the Double X, and I don't have, of course, that big satellite cannon or anything else on the back there, but that allows me a little bit to talk about the gimmicks that I can access easy now. Of course, the cockpit will open, it will close. That's standard MG stuff, so no big deal there. This will actually slide out, I believe, but it's not actually put to use until the satellite cannon backpack's on there, so I just teased you right there. Now, I'll flip it around here. There is this little piece that will drop and exposing this opening, and I don't know what that's for yet. And there's this piece back here which will flip open, exposing another opening. Now I don't know if that's for stand. I don't know what that's for yet because I haven't got that far. I don't get ahead of myself in the manual here. But the gimmick that I wanted to show everybody today was the radiator plates. Now here's the ones on the arms. They open like that. Here's the ones on the legs. They open like so. When he goes all, you know, satellite cannon mode, these will all open up. He'll be all exposed. And when I was building it, I thought, well, that's kind of cool. So I kind of want to show everybody how they work. So I've got my pieces here, and we are going to actually put together the satellite cannon for the arm. So I'll take the arm off. Sorry there, buddy. Just wait your turn. Now, what I do with this completed arm here is I first have to get on this tiny little piece, and you actually have to put it on this way. Can you see underneath? And then push it in until it clicks into place here. Snap like that. And now it's pretty solid. It's not going to go anywhere. And once you have that, then you can take the actual radiator plates, and one goes on the top here, and make sure you push it in a little way because they can pop out. I noticed a little bit, and around that goes another one, and these will move right now. Like I said, this one comes off, but don't worry. There's something that's actually supposed to hold it in place, and that is first off this little tiny piece of plastic here like this. What I meant to do with that is this little groove on either side. It's very hard to see. It fits in there, and then once in, you're actually lining it up and then pushing it down here. Now, these things will move together. That's the whole point of that piece there, right? So, to secure those in place now, I gotta take the actual frame parts for the arm, put them on there like that, and then put that last armor part on. Easy enough. And just looking at it like that, you might not know like those couple extra frame parts are in there, but when you see what it does, like so, if you get it right, like these things will always move together. Sometimes it can pop off, but this time I've got the alignment right, so it's really good. And now the same, almost step by step, is done with the leg. But the leg, instead of dropping a frame part in and pushing it into place, they've actually molded the armor on the outside of the knee to have that part that you need. So I'll make sure I'm following the manual, even though I'm pretty confident I got this. So the first thing I do is I'm actually putting in the gold parts. I'm laying them in there like that, one on top of the other, just like the arms there. Then I have that small frame part. Now the small frame part, just like with the arms, if I can line it up, get in there, get that lined up, snap, push it in, and then build the larger frame around that. Now I'm gotta make sure I got this right here. It's going down, so get this rod through this hole here. Giggity. Don't know if that's funny or not. Okay, here we go. Drop that on. In some ways, I think the legs are actually easier than the arms because of the size of the pieces. Snap that on there like so. And when you open it up, you're getting that action. So let me just put this arm on here.
Space peacock.
Yeah. Something like that, right? Get that on. And I will now radiator plate open. Here we go. There he is. Now he's kind of looking a little bulkier, a little beefier with those things open. But just remember, he's got that big backpack to go on too.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's next week. But still, that's pretty cool. All right, there's the double X, half the double X anyway.
So next time we'll see the...
Next week, I'll have them finished. I've already put them back in the box. I'll be taking them home tonight and working on them immediately.
Sweet.
Next, it's my turn for action figure.
I'm very excited.
Fixed Figuration,
for this,
Banshee Norn.
Yes.
This is the Awakening version, and as you can see, for those people who don't know Fixed Figuration stuff, it is actually produced by Katoki Hajime.
The guy does Ka, isn't
The
it?
version Ka, Katoki.
Yeah.
So he'll design these. A lot of times in the hobby magazines, you'll see his designs for these Fixed Figuration figures.
Figuration.
And then Bandai will produce it based on his design, and that's what they've done with this the Banshee.
And this shows the psycho frame and everything, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it's fully transformable. So let me
So
show
we're
it
gonna have a
off.
versus, yeah.
That's right. I'm looking forward to it too. All right, here is the Banshee Norn, the Fixed Figuration figure. It looks awesome, doesn't it?
Oh.
I think it looks just as good or better than the MG version of the Banshee. Now, I don't have to do any assembly, of course. Everything's put together. This is a figure and not a model. However, you will need to put the backpack on just because of how this thing is packaged. So I've already gone ahead and prepared that onto the backpack. You put on these pieces exclusive to the Norn. You won't see these on the other unicorns, but there he is, just in his unicorn mode like this. Before I get into this a little bit more, I just want to show you kind of what this guy comes with. Now, here is just what's in the top of the packaging. And you can see they give you extra beam saber handles. There's 4 of them. 2 of them are already in the backpack. You get the extra ammo packs that can mount on his back skirts. You get the beam sabers. You get all the extra hands here. I've already got one prepared because I already prepared his gun for when I want to use it. This launcher can come off easy, no problem. And this ammo can come out if you want to. And it even kind of, this part will even come off. very similar to the model kit. I was surprised to see that that was a separate piece. So I'll put this to the side, and we'll talk about this kit, and I should show the shield as well because it's awesome.
And that actually has a very nice weight. The figure.
Yeah. The figure, it's nice and heavy. You know, it's similar to the metal build. There's some heavy parts in there. The center of it actually kind of feels like die cast, just because that's where all the weight seems to be sitting. But that means that it's pretty solid. It's not going to be leaning too much forward or backwards. No. It should stand pretty well, depending on what pose you have it in. And the markings are gorgeous on there, like perfect. So this is the unicorn mode, as I mentioned. I want to transform it into the destroy mode to show everybody, but I actually haven't done that yet. I haven't practiced it, but I imagine, looking through the manual, that it's very similar to the master grade transformation and the perfect grade transformation, which we've done on the show here. So I'm going to take my little instruction booklet. It comes with the instruction booklet. There it is. First page kind of lists everything that comes with it. They give you the extra antennas and everything else. So I won't be using the antenna that opens and closes. I'll be using the separate ones. I think it's probably easier. But I'll put this here. I'll follow along with it, and I'll see what I can do. So the first page just tells you how to get the backpack on, and I've done that. Now, this next page should tell me how I'm supposed to transform it. And the first thing it has you do, actually, is take some pieces off of the head. So let's see if I can do it. The piece comes right off. This one as well. Don't drop it.
Piece lost.
Piece lost. I'll get that after. And then we're going to flip it up. Yeah, like you used to. This goes up like this. Put this underneath. Bring this down. Come on, there you. Sorry guys, I had to stop to get the piece I lost, but also to get the next set of unicorn horns that I want to use. These I have to drop in here, like so. So we'll drop them in. We'll get them in there, and like I put the mask down already. So it's just take this piece of the head here and push it on, just like the model. So if I can get a good angle here, let me close this up. I don't want to get in the way of what everybody's seeing, so maybe I'll keep this part off. Actually, bear with me, guys. It's very small when you try to get your hands in there to do the transformation, and then you're trying not to block everybody's views. So it seems even smaller.
That's what she said.
Huh. She says it seems kind of small, or she doesn't want to block everybody's view. The first one's probably not so cool. The second one is kind of cool, maybe. So I didn't say that on camera. I didn't say that on camera, but maybe I did. Yeah, I got this right the first time. Don't tag yourself. Okay, so there he is. There's the head. Now, the backpack can stay off for now. You are to open these. Clunk, clunk.
Nice.
And, yeah, that was actually nice, right? And this piece says it's supposed to spread up, pop up to get the psychoframe visible in there. Now it says I'm supposed to take this little nub on my beam saber handle and use it to push up on the edge of the chest, the shoulder Vulcans. So I will do that. Good idea.
So they say that in the manual.
Yeah, that's
the
what
guy's
they
like,
say
I can't
in the
open these. They're like, oh, just use the sword.
It says right there, right there. Use that. It's got an image and everything. So it says to actually pull the backpack off before you do it. So mine fell off, so I don't, didn't have to do that step. Now I need to. The cockpit can open, by the way. They show that, but I'm not going to worry about it. I need to pull up on this, but I'm not exactly sure where to get the best grip. So hold on a second. We all know how this works. It's just a matter of getting it to work. Bear with me, guys. That unicorn horn gets in the way, though.
Don't impale your hand on the...
Yeah, maybe I should make sure I don't break it and just keep it off for now, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to get a grip. You don't really know what you're supposed to be gripping, but there you go. Pops up. Let's try it this way, too. Come on. This one doesn't seem to want to move. Oh, there you go. Okay.
The nice thing about action figures is you can use a little bit of force.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about...
But at the same time, you do probably want to be careful, because if you end up, breaking a part, it's not something you can easily fix, right? This thing's already been made. It's already painted.
Glued.
There you go. Got that out there like so. Hey, headpiece, what are you doing? Getting caught on his collar. Embarrassing. Get that in there. You stay there. Okay. That's up like so. we will pull this open here, like that. And also, just like the Master Grade kit, you're popping this off here. Something is going to lock open, the hips are going to lock open, and then you, sorry, I should show you. You pull this off just like the Master Grade kit, and then the hips can open and then lock again. So I open them up and push it back in, they should lock. You can kind of see where it lines up here. Okay. Now with that done, I'm going to pop up in front there like I did. Back skirts, I'm kind of going out of order here, but because I know what's supposed to be done, it's easy for me to do it. These will actually stay open. Sometimes the Master Grade model, these would just fall back, but this one actually seems to like clink into space and stay there. So you go there, right? Clink, clink. Okay. Pull down the sides. One, nice. Nice and solid, that one. These can come off, they're ball joints just like the Master Grade. So if a skirt comes off, no problem. If it's easier for you to actually do the transformation by pulling off the skirt, go ahead and do so. In some cases, that's just the easiest way to do it, especially with these front skirts here. So let's get you open. I'll use my beam saber handle again. Comes in handy.
I
those
knew
beam
it was
sabers.
used for something, eh?
That's right. I mean, yeah, I mean, a Gundam, he can use his beam sabers, but there's a little screw there. Nice. But you don't really need to when you carry all that weapons and stuff. Built-in guns in your shoulders and hyper bazookas.
It's like the Swiss Army knife for, you know, Gundam.
For Gundam.
His beam saber can do everything. Open cans.
That's right. Kill enemies.
Kill enemies.
Okay.
Open psycho frames that don't open.
Oh, they open. Click on there like that. I guess I gotta pull down these tabs in here. Make sure I don't forget that part, because that's the most important part here. That's where you see all the frame, right in there. So here we go. Looks good so far. Now, of course, we're getting the tricky part with the legs. I think in the model kit, you would need to open this flap, Master Grade and the Perfect Grade. Open this side armor, pull it down, push it to lock it in place. This model, just figure seems like you just pull. You don't have to worry about locking things in place.
Oh, that's cool.
They will just pull. And I guess I should pull the arms too. Click. Click.
Psycho frame, eh? Magic, eh?
Hey man, don't mess with the psycho guy. Right? Didn't your mom tell you to stay away from these crazy guys?
Especially if they have magic.
Yeah. Pull this down. Right at the knee, you pull this down. Now this is something that the Master Grade model did not do. You just pull it down like so, giving you that extra height, I imagine. And now this goes 1, 2, and this part in here is supposed to come out. There's a little tab there that you're supposed to grab like that. Right. Just do it really quickly here so we can move on to the next part. Shoot. There we go. Oh, hey you. What you doing? Got a hair on there already. Is that for me?
Cat?
Can't be for me because I like just cut my hair.
Oh,
so,
you molting.
yeah, maybe that's what it is. You think? Am I molting?
Can humans molt?
If so, I might be doing it right now. Come on. Angle. Just difficult. That's what I want. Right there. That and that. I don't hear anything actually kind of snapping into place like it does here. When you pull this cycle frame forward, it doesn't seem to click into place, but that hasn't, you know, stopped me from finishing the transformation. Nothing's in the way there. Okay, I can pull this down. Fins on the back, pull it down. They will now open up. You can see you got the cycle frame piece on here that will open up. It looks like there's a screw in there actually holding these pieces on, so you don't have to worry about them coming off. That's good. Open up these frame parts and ankles, and just like the Master Grade, you're going to pull it down. Clip, snap, whatever that was. Same on the other side. Snap. like this. And now we're going to, we'll do the feet here. So these point down, these point down. You have to flip open the high heel on this thing. That's the only thing I don't really like about the look of the unicorn when it transforms into its destroy mode, is that high heel look. I didn't like it on the original Master Grade kit. The PG, it's not too bad, but oh, these are supposed to go on the other way.
It gives him height, like Tom Cruise, you know?
Yeah, but he's already this towering monster, like Tom Cruise. So he just stand on a box during some of the scenes? Is that what you're saying?
It's like, where's my space box?
That's right. I can't film this scene. This actress is taller than me. Yeah. Come on, you. Get that in there first. That's what I want. And this came off, but it's a ball joint, so it's no worry.
You're doing well for your first transformation, Syd.
Well, I keep forgetting like just how complex the actual transformation of the Banshee / unicorn is.
Yeah.
So many things have to like go into place, different spots and wherever else. So it can be kind of overwhelming if you haven't done it before. Like my first time with the Master Grade kit was interesting to say the least. Now, unlike some of the Master Grade kit on the high heels, which was kind of really unstable, this guy is still really solid. So I'll put this back in here, and then we'll look at the backpack and make sure we get that right. And then we have just the shield. So get on there, bro. So this way, keep messing it up. Okay, I'm gonna trust that you're in there properly. Maybe not, but good enough.
Looks good. Looks very good.
And the Psycho frame looks so cool. Like it's transparent, but still you can kind of see through it.
Yeah.
Or sorry, it still kind of like shines, reflects. Okay,
We'll get some nice photos.
I'm staring at them.
Put them in a gallery.
Oh, for sure, we'll get all the pictures we need. This I actually opened up the actual backpack part into its Psycho mode, but what I noticed is this just swings up like that and then opens. And that's how you get that look for the Norn. So let's throw that on there like so. Okay, yeah, I'm buying in. That is great. You know, there's a Master Grade Banshee, but there's no Master Grade Norn. So I haven't actually built this kind of backpack, but that does look great. So now I guess all that I've got left is this shield here, which is huge still. Like look at the size of this thing. It's enormous. Now, where do I want to start with this now? I guess it's just pull it down and start opening things up. Yeah, and even under here it says stuff's supposed to open, which is the actual shield Psycho frame right there. So once you get all that, you can just mount it onto his arm. Is that what they're telling me? Really? Might have to put an adapter on it. Oh, they do give you an adapter, so let me get that on my box here. It's this one. Well, they give you everything. Thanks, Bandai. We'll just push it on there. Like so, and then this will fit onto the kit. I guess like this. Here we go. Wow, that is enormous. That is enormous.
Whoa.
And I've already prepared the gun, right? And remember, this is a figure, not a model. You can easily pop these hands out. They're not gonna. It's not a polycap in there or anything like that. It's not gonna get loose. It's actually pretty solid. So there you go. There is the Banshee Norn.
That is beautiful.
In its Psycho frame mode.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well worth the cash.
Destroy mode.
Very impressive, Syd.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
Now, I think this guy represents my style in mecha. Like, I like the Mac K, I like the battle damage sort of style.
I can see that.
And this actually has a lot of intricate detail for the battle damage.
Yeah.
And I like this real kind of bulky, heavy style. It's probably more like a land-based mech.
Yeah,
you know,
a more realistic. Like, it's still sci-fi, but it's still more something you would expect to see in the near future, as opposed to, I guess, like Gundams, which are still a long ways off, Psycho frames and whatever else. Actually, I'm kind of like you in that even though I like Gundam, I like them kind of subdued. Like I prefer unicorn mode rather than destroy mode for the unicorn, which is I put him back. You can see, and as much as I like the lines and what this Gundam is capable of, that first appearance that you can get from it with is just the unicorn, the single horn. Everything's very symmetrical and contained. I like that as well. But I mean, you can't go wrong with something like that either.
Yeah, it's
awesome.
Yeah.
And it's interesting because like we're Gunpla TV, right? So
what can I say?
we're pretty much plastic model guys.
Yeah.
Especially in front of the camera every week when we talk about them. But occasionally, like we get our hands on an action figure, and
this is a rare day.
There's no love lost when we have a good quality figure in our hands.
I wish I could.
Good quality model.
I mean, everyone knows I like to dirty up whatever I build.
Yeah,
but it's always. Dirty guy. But when you see the details of like, I guess they have the guys who do the initial mock-up, and like it's just so much skill. And you see this when we have the Gunpla competition or the sci-fi con. The guys who are so good that they can turn a plastic kit into
something like this.
Yeah, like that's like 10 times the price in some cases. So I wish I could achieve or had the time to achieve that kind of detail in just a straight kit that I built.
It's good to know though, for example, that if you're not capable yourself of maybe making something that looks like that, there's something available to you.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit pricier, of course, but when the company's done the work for you, and you want something like that, there's stuff like that available to you.
And look, you can't get kits of the Titanfall stuff anyway, so if you're into the game.
Yeah.
But also it feels to me like there's people who love collecting action figures, and then there's model builders.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of crossover?
It depends on the series. Like model builders, a lot of times they're fans of a series, especially when it comes to Gundam. And if there is a quality figure released, like the Robot Banshee or the fixed Figurations or even the metal build, if there's a quality figure released of that Gundam that they like, a plastic model guy will spend the extra money and pick up the figure just because the detail is already there. Yeah, so there's some crossover, especially when it comes to Gundam.
Now's an exciting time for action figures as well, with all the Marvel stuff, the Avengers, Star Wars.
Star Wars, of course.
So it's a good time to be an actor.
It's a good time to be 12 years old for the 4th time. Yeah.
And in the Bandai kits, I mean the R2D2 that I put it together, Syd put it together. Yeah. Great build as well.
Love them.
I
love them.
Just like an action figure, but
that's right.
I built it myself.
It just looks so good now.
Now, should we do questions?
Yeah, let's go to the comments here before we rattle on again.
Yeah. Wolf, that's really near and creative how you guys did the flip book animation with R2D2 and R4D5. Yes, well done, Syd.
Yeah, actually, some people had noticed what I was trying to do with those images and to make that kind of flip book type animated thing. And I actually, later, went ahead and did that. So you want to watch that now?
Let's watch it. Yes.
Okay.
Turn it on. Just to continue Wolf's comment, thanks for doing that. Actually,
no problem, I had lots of fun.
Yeah, it is true that there are shops in Japan or in malls where you can buy Gunpla and build it there, or have some help from people, kind of like Gunpla Build Fighters and Build Fighters Try. Cool episode and nice R2D2 sounds. Yeah, I'm really good at imitation.
Yeah.
Did you notice?
Yeah, he wasn't even like really moving his mouth or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes from down here,
The diaphragm.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether my hearing was going crazy. Keep up the awesome work. Thanks very much.
In regards to the second half of his questionnaire, second question about is it true people in some stores in the mall will help you? In some malls they have this hobby space, and they do what is it, the remote control cars, they have racetracks set up and all the gashapon, trains and everything like that. But some of them will actually have enough space where you can actually sit down and build a model kit there. And I don't know if they actually employ people to actually help you build a model kit, but the people who are staffing the store usually are knowledgeable enough that if you need assistance, they can offer it to you. So, yeah.
It's kind of like Gunpla TV, but just right next to you.
Yeah, Gunpla TV in your hand. That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I love the train shops here where you can actually sit down on a huge train circuit.
Yeah.
And like try out trains and do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, it is.
Next, Matthew Jamar. I need that SD wing. Just got my SD build Burning Gundam. Very cool kit. And I love the hell out of it. And even if I don't win, at least read my comment on the show.
Congratulations, Matthew. We read your comment on the show.
I guess you
Winners are announced later, so just wait a little longer, okay?
Next is Adrian. Probably a dumb question. I will be in Japan for 2 hours for a transit from Japan to Indonesia. I'm looking for some Gundams. And do you think the Japanese airport will have a lot of Gundams to pick up?
Well, this is why I wanted to answer this question, because I recently went back to Canada, as you know now, because I told everybody last week or whatever. But I went through Haneda Airport, and they did have a store inside the airport that sold Gundams.
It was like a toy store.
Yeah. And I went in there, and I was looking around for souvenirs to take back to my family. They have young kids, my nieces and nephews. And there was a wall of Gundam. They had the Master Grade Sasabi version Ka. They had like latest HGs and stuff. I wouldn't say their stock levels are like huge or anything, but they did have most of the new stuff and quite a bit of the old stuff as well.
That's kind of cool on a flight.
If you're stuck in an airport.
Yeah, well, you're stuck on your flight, build a kit.
Yeah, build a kit. It's like fasten seatbelt signs on, and you're trying to build, and there's turbulence, and your piece is gone forever. Like it's in somebody's soup somewhere.
Don't blame me.
Yeah, that's right.
Next, Pavel K. I wonder if they will make a larger scale R2D2, because it would be awesome.
Well, at the model show we were at.
Oh, there was. There's a C3PO coming.
Let's talk about the R2D2 because it's his question. I believe there is a quarter scale, 1/4 scale, R2D2 coming, but I don't know the release date. But we did.
But it will come.
We did see it at the model show.
Yeah.
And so far, the stuff we've seen at the model show has been making its way onto store shelves. But I can't remember if there was a plaque there saying the date or not. Maybe we'll have to look at that episode again.
Well, C3PO is coming.
C3PO is coming. I think that's actually a comment on there a little later.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So let's leave that till we get to there.
Gundam Novice. Hey, Syd and Ryan. I was wondering what Star Wars kits you guys are anticipating the most, and what do you guys want to see Bandai make?
Okay, why don't you go first, because you know, you're the guy.
Star Destroyer.
Yeah.
The Super Star Destroyer would be better. A large. What's the large AT?
AT-AT?
The AT-AT.
All-terrain armored transport.
Yeah, but the large one.
The one they had the show was actually walking. They had someone walking.
Yeah, there was a huge one there. Yeah. Big kids.
Yeah.
Big Star Wars kids.
I'm going the other way.
Yeah.
I know that they're going to release a speeder bike and the biker scale.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite. We know that's coming, so I'm not going to add that to my list. My wish list for Star Wars stuff is actually a little bit different because I want to see creatures. I want to see a Tauntaun, and you can get the guy riding on it. I want to see the Rancor. The Rancor would be like would be like this big, right? And you could you pose it, right? You could pick up whatever. Come on now.
Well, yeah, but that's the reason they don't do Chewie is because isn't it much harder to...
Well, you just wait. They can't not do Chewie.
No, they will eventually do it.
If they're doing C-3PO, which is the most human-looking of the droids. After that, where do they go? Unless they go to like IG-88 and some of the bounty hunters, which are robots. You have to go to
Boba Fett.
You have to. Yeah,
Boba
Fett
that.
they could do because of the helmet and the lack of facial features.
Yeah.
But if they're going to do all the Star Wars stuff, it means we're going to see a Han Solo, we're going to see a Princess Leia, and a Luke Skywalker, and a Chewie. So I imagine Chewie will be the one they make before they transition to the humans, and Obi-Wan Kenobi will be fine.
I wouldn't mind seeing a nice, Death Star.
Yeah, even like 1/72nd scale, so it'd still be pretty big. They'd have to like go 1/44th or something.
You know what I'm interested is, people watching, let us know what you might want to see from Bandai in the future.
Yeah, I'm sure Bandai's, they got the license now, so they are getting the official schematics from Disney and Lucasfilm or whatever. They can probably make something pretty, after some design time, I'm pretty sure they can come up with anything. So it's just a matter of what order they decide to put it in.
Star Destroyer, please.
I want to see Sandcrawler.
Oh!
Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
Even with the tracks would work?
With the tracks?
If they made the tracks like they made the latest MG gun tank? Like, come on. Come on.
Do it.
Do it, Bandai.
Do it.
Okay.
Next.
Okay.
Gianna. I love the little movie you did with R2-D2 and its buddy.
Thanks.
So it's getting love. Showing the third foot is considered a very offensive just in the world of droids.
I didn't know that. You guys had to fix it because it wouldn't come out.
Just had to push it.
That's right. Just pull it.
Still waiting for C3PO. HLJ says April. Someone know the exact date yet?
I do.
You do?
April 25th is Bandai's release date.
Sweet. I will be grabbing that.
It's the last Saturday in the month of April, I believe.
Exciting.
So we might have it on the Friday or the Thursday. So yeah,
I'll take that home the second we get it.
Yeah, we'll be building that for the show.
I'm excited. That's the 1/4 scale, yeah.
No, it's still 1/12, which will be the same size as the Stormtrooper you've done. It's all in that scale, and if they go bigger from that, it's going to be some time before they get around to those.
I'm getting a very cool collection on my desk of Star Wars.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sid,
okay,
that's comments. Yes,
I
prizes.
got winners here. Let me just move this guy out of the way for a fraction of a second. Your guy's not in my way, so he can stay there if he needs to.
I'm just putting closer to the camera.
So, somebody already commented about this because he wanted the SD wing. Give me the SD wing! I believe that was Matthew. Sorry, Matthew, you didn't win. But we had 296 comments, which isn't bad.
No.
And the first winner was comment number 200.
Yeah.
Dark Dragon 8806. That's one tough figure. Hello, guys. I started building Gunpla a year ago, and I've built 6 kits so far. 1 HG, 3 RG, and 2 MG. I've been wanting a winged Gundam kit, but there are so many to choose from. What do you guys recommend? P.S. My girlfriend wants that SD wing Gundam. Well, congratulations, Dark Dragon 8806. His girlfriend.
He's very happy.
He's going to be giving you an SD wing, maybe, if he doesn't. And you've watched this episode, you smack him on the back of the head or whatever else.
Yeah.
My favorite wing Gundam MG. I do like the prototype, the latest MG, but I also think the Wing Gundam Zero Endless Waltz, the one with the big angel wings.
Say that.
That's one of the better
cool.
ones.
I love those
because
wings.
the wings are so much different than anything else you'll get in MG form. So if you're into that look, then definitely pick up that kit.
Beautiful. Yeah.
It's awesome. Okay, so can you put somebody's girlfriend's kit away before you lose it? Okay.
In the box.
Good.
Nice and safe.
That's right. Next one,
yeah.
1 Thunderbolt version. All right. This goes to comment number 63, and it goes to Merc.
Merc.
And he says, I just picked up an HG GPO1. Oh, you're pushing it now. Oh, that thing's solid. My next day off will be enjoyed, he says. I imagine he means he'll be enjoyed because he'll be building the GPO1, but I hope he can also enjoy owning a somewhat fully complete Zaku 1 Thunderbolt version. Sweet. So, of course, I will be contacting you via email. Please wait patiently for that.
Yes.
And now, this episode 172. I got a couple.
Can it fit on my Titanfall, my Atlas?
Maybe. I got a couple here. One of them, no assembly is required unless you want to make a lot of changes. Another one, there's some work that needs to be done. So let's start with the easy one. This is the Nobel Gundam, right? And this one, it is assembled. It's actually completely assembled because, well, I totally painted it. I made this into the Nobel Gundam version Ka simply by taking like these markings and actually putting them everywhere on this kit. The version Ka type decals. It's actually for the MG V Gundam, but those markings are so small they work on HG kits. So there's a hint for everybody.
Said it's a lady Gundam.
That's right, perfect for your
shoes.
ride. The high heels, yes, it's a Nobel. And of course I got the ribbons and everything else.
It's like Pretty Woman,
but that's one thing I found.
Yeah.
If you want to make your HG Gundam look like a version Ka, grab some V Gundam MG decals. Victory Gundam decals. They're very, very, very small. There's lots of them. And you'll be able to decal up a kit or two and give it that version.
She's wearing a Sailor Moon outfit.
She does look a little bit like a Sailor Moon. Yes, she does. You know what? As odd as this kit looks, and I wasn't sure if I would like it, it's kind of the sister kit or the buddy kit to the Victory Gundam. No, the G Gundam. Sorry, the G Gundam. And the G Gundam HG is one of the best HG kits around.
You know what I was thinking of when I saw it? I was thinking, dude looks like a lady. You know?
Yeah, you're thinking Aerosmith?
I was thinking Aerosmith.
Okay. Now this one, I got the Master Gundam with his horse, right? Remember this a long time ago we showed it? It's way cool when it came out at the time because like Bandai gave you the horse and there's a stand so you can mount the horse. Now I got the V Gundam and all its parts in here, and you'll be needing to put the foil stickers on.
Very cool
design. The Devil Master Gundam, whatever it is. Master Gundam. Here he is. We'll put him there for a second. Now the horse. The horse is in pieces. And there is a reason for that. To be quite honest, I broke one of the legs. This connector peg right there. So this ball joint on this side, it's in there. All you will need to do is fix that with some glue, cement, putty, or steel rod, and your horse is good to go. I know there's plenty of gun players out there that watch this TV show, and they're more than capable of doing that.
That's like noob level, you know. But
Noob level mods. I think we have an episode somewhere where so everything's in there, including, check out that effect part, that hand. It's totally cool, eh? So there you go. Some assembly required, some adjustments required, but you know, I'm sure people are up for it.
Absolutely.
So, this is for episode 172. Ryan, why don't you tell them how they win?
How do you win? You have to go to this episode 172 on our blog HobbyLink TV.
Yep.
And leave a comment.
Okay.
And then you stand a very good chance of winning some very
That's
cool
right.
plastic.
All winners are chosen randomly. So
yes, randomnumbergenerator.org.
That's right. Just need to leave a comment.
Now, please, you know, comment on YouTube and wherever else you want to. But yeah, HobbyLink.tv, this post is where we choose the winners.
That's right. So.
And
just
my usual spiel.
Yeah.
We're on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. We have a fantastic blog with lots of helpful groups.
Yep.
Check them out. And yeah, just once again, we're brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, HLJ.com. Buy your kits and toys from us. And action figures. These guys are available.
Yeah.
And yeah, and those people who do support us, thank you so much. We get a lot of great feedback. And yeah, that's all I need to say, Sid.
Okay, so this is the first show, I guess.
Yeah.
Next week there'll be some HDs coming. I don't know if we're gonna assemble any of them on the show.
There'll be some pre-order info.
Pre-order info is going to be announced in the next episode of Gunpla TV. However, it's probably already up on the site by the time you see this.
Absolutely.
So get your orders in. And we have an RG.
Yes.
RG Double Riser. We know when that's coming. Very last week of April. So we're still talking about if it's possible to do a live stream or something like that. We'll have something special up for you anyway.
Yeah,
as soon as we can. So look forward to that and everything else in between. And we'll see you later.
See you guys.